Wyndham residents, Coffee with the Mayor once again. This is Mayor Tom DeVivo. I'm here to hear your issues, complaints. You can always call me at 860-423-2357, and within a day or so I'll get back to you. That's a phone line in my house, 860-423-2357. If you actually have an old phone book, you look up Tom DeVivo, the phone number will be there. I've had that phone number since 1976. That's irrelevant. Lots of great things happening in Wyndham as always. I think there's a car show at the Elks tonight. You should take a swing by. Very exciting. I will be here next week. And next week we have Third Thursday and we have a carnival in town. Is that exciting? I'm here with my sidekick, Wayne. What is Batman's name? Wayne?
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. I'll call him Wayne Bruce, okay? So, Wayne Bruce. So, sitting a little bit different. This is a good idea, Wayne, to put me on the side.
I didn't want the sun on this.
I know, this sun thing. I understand that we are getting closer and closer to third floor renovations. What is this? So I gotta sign out of that one. Sign into the other, to my mayor one. But anyway, things are good in the town of Wyndham. I haven't seen you a couple weeks. I went cross country and bought myself a new sailboat, and it's beautiful. I've been out sailing twice in it. I really do. Enter my password. You guys used to have the hardest passwords.
Is it a single hull, double hull?
Single hull, little 12-foot sailboat made by Gig Harbor Boats. Not expensive. It is new. The last sail is very similar to the last sailboat I had, which lasted 40 years.
Wow.
40 years I've had that thing. But that being said, what is this? Suspicious activity on my thing? You guys. Well, we are changing to, are we WyndhamCT.gov now?
We are changing very soon over to ct.gov.
So is that going to be a new website page?
The web page is already at .gov, but our email address is pretty soon, and this isn't yet, but very soon will be.
It doesn't matter what's happening with me. So, I want to tell you that Jim Rivers is now officially an ex-employee of the town of Wyndham. We are fortunate to have Jim Bolano here. It looks like they put his picture up on the web page. Jim Rivers, if you watch this, Jim Bolano looks taller than you.
He looks like he's squished. I think the picture is a little.
Oh, that's why, because they squished the picture. I get it.
Picture,
yeah. That makes sense. Now I get it. So maybe he doesn't look taller than you, because you guys are about the same height.
Yeah.
So, but one of the things I have to talk about when you look at the town webpage, please, if you have any free time, or you want to do anything, please sign up for the Fair Rent Commission. There'll probably be a lot of meetings this fall, like if we were to start in October, like October and November, December, probably a lot of meetings, and absolutely it will drop off. I don't expect to be a lot of complaints once you kind of get it going, because it'll solve out. Call if you're interested, you have questions, you can call either Angela Fournier at the Senior Center or Liz Meyer at the Social Service Department. They're both very stellar employees of the town that can help give you some advice of what you think is best for it. But it's also on the website. You can click on and see what's going on. We do have a meeting coming up on the 17th. That's exciting, and we have quite a full agenda, and we'll be without a town manager at the meeting. He's away. Jim Bolano did tell us when we appointed him that he was going on vacation. And oh, look at Lobster Boy, Wayne Lowe. Can't you just be Bruce Wayne? But anyway, actually, I read a thing about lobsters the other day. Somewhat, the blue lobsters, which Wayne shows up to have, right? Do other people see that?
Yes, they'll see the icon for my.
The icon for the blue lobster, but there are lobsters that are half blue, half orange, I guess is the right color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the blue lobster is very rare. It's 1 in 2 million is a blue one.
If you're half blue and half red, it's double that.
Oh, wow.
And they have one at the at the aquarium, Mystic Aquarium.
Oh, wow.
It's half, right down the middle.
You're
What?
one independent lobster.
Well, 1 in 4 million. I mean, anything could be happen. I mean, you think about it like with hair. I had a cousin, Margaret. Well, I still have a cousin, Margaret. She's a lovely gal. But when she was born 3 years old, she had like brown hair. And in the middle, she had like a white streak, not gray, white, like a white piece of paper.
Oh.
People have certain, so we all have little anomalies. The Wyndham Ad Hoc Renovated New School Building Committee is moving along. They're meeting Monday. They're meeting on, to be honest with you, the town council is the only meeting anymore that's meeting virtually. Everybody else is meeting in person. So if you want to see what's going on, you have to kind of, log into our council meeting. Our last council meeting was a little bit heated, got a little bit crazy. There was a lot of thought, and I'll say I got a little upset too. Everybody here is a little upset, but we tried to have a second voting place at the ECSU campus so that more people to increase the voter participation, because it's got nothing to do with Eastern kids or who votes for who, because college kids might vote for Donald Trump and not vote for Harris. It's nothing like that, because it doesn't really matter. If you watch a show, no, it does matter who the president is overall, but it doesn't really matter to this election. But if we have 8,000 voters in the town of Wyndham, and we have 8,000 of them vote, we will have more people the more people get to vote, the better. So please, if you can't vote, use early voting procedure. Starts on October 18th. Starts on October 18th, I understand. Use the absentee ballot system. If you can't make that, or go and vote in person on November 5th. It's important because your vote does count. Like with Carol, I have a personal interest in who you vote for, but as your mayor, I represent everybody. That's how I've always felt. I represent everybody, even people who have different parties and people who have different opinions. I'm there to be a representative, and I like to hear from everybody. Wayne can tell you, I've listened to people that sometimes they're totally don't want to hear me, but we do need the more people that vote, the better. So I represent, but we do want to get that voting number up. The higher that number, the more political clout this community will have. It doesn't matter if it's 7,000 Democrats or 7,000 Republicans, 1,000 Green Party or Bottom Line or whatever they are. The more people that vote in this election, when you're the 4-year quadrennial, what do you call it? The 4-year election for president and governor, but we have the presidential, the federal, national elections. The more people that vote, the better it is for our community, because it helps us get grant money, it helps us get so much more. And that's where other communities that have more affluence end up with more influence. When you have affluence, you don't necessarily have to buy your influence. They just vote and they get more influence by that one small component. So everyone should encourage their friends, their neighbors, their family to get out on October to go out and vote. I went to the debate the other night. I had a hot dog. That's a joke. From Ohio. Springfield, Ohio hot dog?
I've never tried this. I thought the flavor of the week was cat.
Nah. But anyway, I bought it at the doghouse, right? But anyway, so I went to a debate party up at Eastern, and I will say the students were enthusiastic, and they watched it, and there was people, and there was actually some kids there that really aren't as liberal as I may be, but that's good. At least they were listening and participating in our government, because I will say, voting for president is your chance to overthrow the government. You can say what you want, but you can definitely overthrow the government. You know, I'm looking at my glasses, you can't see. I should take them off, because they're reflecting again, I think. Or maybe they're just really dirty.
That's fine.
So, but it's your chance to overthrow the government, and if you don't like it, even if you like it, you need to vote.
It's the most American thing you can do.
Yes, and when people say my vote doesn't count, I've just told you several reasons why it counts. You get more delegates at the state conventions, you get a louder voice in Hartford, you get a larger voice in Washington. They pay attention when you have a larger percentage of your population votes. They don't really pay attention if you end up with a 45, 50% voting rate. The closer you get to 100, the more they pay attention to us, and the more funding they'll help us with grants to help us improve Wyndham, because we need to continually move Wyndham forward and continue to build this great community. It's going to take treasure and resources, and a lot of treasure. I'm not going to make a secret of that. We're spending a lot of money fixing up the third floor here. We've waited 25 years. And now we're gonna get started, it's $3.5 million. It is what it is, we just need to do it. And, you know, it adds to our debt load, we're gonna bond it. We did actually do some bonds today, we're still below 4%. I don't understand how bonding works, but it's really cool.
Well, the finance manager, he was happy, so I guess that's...
Yeah, it was under 4%, but how can you say, when I saw something online, if you have a T-bill, you lend your money to the government for 90 days, they pay you over 5%, it's like right now it's 5.125, so 5.25, right? So they're gonna give you 5.125, 5.25, and yet when we go to people that wanna lend us money, we're only going to pay them 3.8. How does that work?
We'll have to have Christian on
I
here
do know the
explain
difference.
it.
The difference between 3.8 and the 5.125, that's called factoring, because you can actually sell that number. Did you know that? They do that on Wall Street. I don't know how the heck it works. It's kind of like cryptocurrency. It doesn't matter. I only care about one kind of money, and that's folding. And I'll take change too. Crypto doesn't bother me. But we have a rather full agenda. If you want to come to our meeting on Tuesday the 5th, no, that's November 5th. Tuesday, let's get back, oh, come on, you son of a dog lunch. September, on the 17th, we will have Matt Vertife and Keith Podorovich. Keith P., great man. I'm sorry, Keith, if someone tells you I don't know your last name, but Keith Poderowitz? You know what I'm talking about?
Is he the code guy?
Yeah.
Podrobarts.
Podnabarts.
Podrobarts, yeah.
Podrobots. Okay, so it's Keith P. Are coming to speak to us about the blight ordinance, because the ordinance we have, many council members feel doesn't work, and we don't understand why it doesn't work. I do think that we need to find something different to control weeds on sidewalks. You're not going to be able to pay some people to go out there and weed them. I think next summer we're going to need to find another process to cut the weeds back. It might take 2 or 3 times to get it done. Because weeds on sidewalks, actually, friends, not only are they unsightly, they decrease the life of our sidewalks and curbing. Water gets in there, the weeds grow more, they push the rock apart. Yes, if you don't believe me, you can go look. A weed can crack cement, right, Wayne?
Yes. Over time, certainly.
Over time, and the same thing happens with rock. If you have rocks, they'll push rocks because they grow, and you know, so it's a 16th, and then it grows exponentially. So if you know how to do something like that, you can. But exponentially means it's It's like it's an eighth of an inch, then a quarter of an inch, then a half an inch, then 1 inch, then 2 inches. That's what exponentially means, right? It doubles every time.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's the Fibonacci fact, right? Fibonacci? Come on, he's smart. And so anyway, those are Fibonacci numbers, but it's an exponential number. I do want to talk about something that I saw that we have some flyers here in front of downstairs. You should, if you're in town hall, pick them up. We do have a challenge with the West Nile virus. So we do need to be careful of mosquitoes. There seems to be a real lot of mosquitoes right now because we had such a wet August in the beginning of September, and of course now it's super dry. Go figure, right? But we want to be careful if you feel any of the symptoms. If you have a bite that looks big, there's that. And there's also, if you find a dead bird, you shouldn't pick it up, I don't think. So they say if you found a dead bird, you should report the sighting to your local health department and maybe take a picture of it with your phone. And if it appears that birds, especially crows, are dying at an unusual rate in your town, some dead birds will be collected for a West Nile virus and other possible. So you need to reach out to the town health department. I don't know what that number is, but it's there, I'm sure. But you need to, if you see a couple of dead birds in your yard, because that's a little thing. I just actually saw a dead bird in my yard, but so if you feel like you have it, you can, especially if you're elderly or you have underlying causes, it's really bad for you. You can have a headache, a rash, conjunctivitis, rapid onset of severe headaches, high fever, stiff neck, disorientation, muscle weakness. You can even have death. West Nile is nothing to mess with. As a matter of fact, mosquitoes. Yes, Angela Marie, I already mentioned. But let's go stick with the mosquitoes. The mosquitoes have killed so many people in this world. It isn't funny, so we need to be careful. Angela Marie, I think that's Angela Fournier, with her two most well-behaved children that I've ever met. Those of you who know me on a personal side, I come from a large family and have lots of children in my life. And I don't know how she does it, but her two kids behave themselves at meetings. They sit there quietly. Of course, they put the tablets on the headset. But my grandsons would definitely be jumping up and bouncing off the walls. My nieces and nephews would have thrown the stuff across the room and made sure everybody saw them. And my own children would have been off the wall. My siblings were off the wall. I was the only well-behaved DeVivo, by the way. Does anybody believe that? No. But Angela Marie is mentioning about the Fair Rent Commission. We need people to sign up and be on the Fair Rent Commission. We need people on that Fair Rent Commission, seriously. We only have like 2 or 3 applications. The amount of people that were coming to the meetings asking for it, I would have thought there would be more people applying. They're just not. But case Ross it'll be all right. So, but please apply. Go to the town website or go to the senior center website or the social services website. But it's right on the front page of the town website. This is something I think is important for our community. I took a lot of heat for forming this as the mayor, thinking that's just going to help people who are just not being treated fairly. And it makes sense, and nobody wants to get on. So let's just get your names out there. Liz Myers will meet with you and help you if you're confused. Liz or Angela at the Senior Center and Social Services Department. They have lots of thoughts. Human Services page. It's not social service, it's the Human Services page, which is on the town website as well. But it's right on the front page, Angela. I mentioned that when I opened it up because I have that open right now. In fact, they don't have my picture in it, but that's okay. Did I lose my internet connection?
They said it went down. I think it's back up.
Okay, it's all right. It's back. So, just looking at the town website again, so there's all kinds of links on here. One thing that we are going to work at, we probably will have a link someday so we can send people out. I want to talk a little about some of the job openings before I run out of time. We're looking for a police chief. There's a committee seated right now. They were here last night to review 16, 8 and 8, 16 applications. We've had some great people apply. I don't know all of them, but I've read some of them. I started reading it last night. So that we should make an appointment sometime, maybe end of October, or maybe in the beginning of November. We'll do a swearing in, make a couple of job offers. Town manager's job. We also have an opening for deputy chief, right?
Yep,
Yes,
chief and deputy chief.
Deputy chief, that's exciting. We have tons of positions for police officers. I want to compliment, I want to say this publicly. I can tell you the professionalism I saw with I have seen with the Willimantic Police Department, being short-staffed, they are your heroes. I'm telling you, they are this town is full of great municipal employees, great employees. They're workers, they work hard, they do a lot to help improve your quality of life. But the Willimantic Police that deal with things that are always so comfortable and fun, or you want to do, but they've held up. I'm going to tell you, because I did notice, it was shown to me some of the website comments. We did have a police officer have an accident, slide in some oil or grease on the road, and hit this wall of Fry Bridge. Everybody was comparing it to some other off-duty police officer. There was none of that. But one thing that should show our human side, she's in good shape. This officer's not hurt. That was the first thing I asked. Did they get hurt? And everybody's telling me, whoa, 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 and they're talking all kinds of crap. She didn't get hurt. She's doing well. She's back on the job. The car's been repaired. That's back on the road. So it's all good. It's just oil. Remember, it was raining that night, and oil came down off the bridge, and it was right in that spot. And she was going a little fast. So she was looking to probably foul someone with an unregistered car or something. I don't know all the details. I don't need to. But I do know the details is that she's not hurt. And all you people on social media that were more concerned about everything else, that's where social media loses its humanity. Can't you care about the person? I mean, I know I'm on social media now, but am I wrong, Wayne?
We have to care about our fellow man. You know?
Exactly. We have to care about our fellow man. It seems
fellow
like
person, you know.
yes, our fellow human being.
Yes.
I mean, the whole thing amazes me what people think about. There's only one planet. We all came. There's nobody here from Mars coming and landing in Willimantic. If you're wondering, they're from Pluto.
That's not a planet anymore.
Isn't it a baby planet? They're from Neptune.
Okay, there you go.
That's planet.
That is a planet thing.
But when they got here, we sent them back because they have gas. Anyway, but the town manager search, we're working through that. We have some applications. Paul Hine will be coming to us October 19th. He says he should be ready to make a presentation with 4 or 5 applicants so that we can set up on October 17th. Jim Milano is doing an excellent job taking care of everything and getting all the good things that helping the town run. I thank the staff for working with him. I know it isn't easy when you get a new boss. His job is to just keep the ship on course so it gets to the dock, and then the new captain will get on and take it back across the lake. Kind of like the Edmund Fitzgerald, but not quite. Do you know about the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Vaguely.
They wrote a song about it, and there was too much coal iron in it, and it sank. The storm came. The cook said it's too rough. I can't keep the fire lit. Then they lost a hatch, and he said, "See you later, boys." He jumped off the ship, and within minutes, the whole crew was lost.
Oh, wow.
And it was a song, directed at Edmund Fitzgerald. I think Gordon Lightfoot sings it, but I don't really know that. But anyway, if he does, then you could think that Tom DeVivo is thinking well. It's getting near almost winter. I still have my Hawaiian shirt on. I heard you had a Hawaiian shirt Wednesday at Town Hall.
Do we?
You did. That's what I was told when I walked in.
I did not know that. I'm going to have to
Now,
find out.
the other thing is because it's September, I'm done with time now, it's 6 o'clock, or 2 minutes left? But I want to have, one thing is COVID and flu shots. If you're over 55, you should really get a flu shot. And get your flu and COVID at the same time. Best time to get them is September 15th, October 15th. If you're over 55. If you're under 55, maybe you can wait till October 30th. But you really need to get those shots. They keep you healthy. They truly do. Get your flu shot. I've been getting a flu shot since I was 30 years old, friends. Your insurance should pay for it, so get it. But I will be here next week. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great winter. I should be here for the rest. I don't see any time coming up that I won't be able to attend it till October. I have another week of vacation.
Yeah, October's going to be tough because this room's going to be used for the early voting. So I don't know if we're going to have.
Maybe I'll go do it at Eastern.
We could go downstairs. We can get you in a different room.
Yeah.
For the.
I was told that on my new laptop I could do it at home.
You could. Yeah.
Yeah, so I could do it at home. I could actually have Pam on as a guest. And if anybody watches this afterwards and sees Pam, tell her she should join me.
That sounds like it's going to be a fun episode.
It would be. Oh, she's a great gal. She is. I don't know where I'd be without her. So anyway, have a great night. See you next week. Peace out. Come to Third Thursday. Do not worry about parking. Park at Whitewater Park and walk up. It's going to be great.